All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I wanted to sing, I could sing "He's Trump, he's Trump, he's Trump, he's in your head," because the man who helped put that together and is in the video, starring in the video, is the one and only former advisor to Donald Trump and, of course, political strategist and former advisor to Richard Nixon. You know the whole deal, and successful author, Roger Stone. Hello, Roger.
Great to be with you, Steve.
You don't want to sing it, do you?
You know, I've had too much to drink tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm glad
three hours of debate.
I'm glad you tipped me off that you had something to drink. Maybe I could provoke you into some kind of sensational statement here. Anyway, so what's your impression of what is still going on in the main debate?
It's very hard to determine a winner or a loser with this many candidates. The debate certainly had its exchanges. I think Ted Cruz has done very well. I thought Trump more than held his own, but he has had a lot of incoming tonight as the political establishment tries to pull it together to try to stop his forward momentum. Scott Walker continues to be flat. Jeb Bush has got some real problems with credibility. His wife came to this country as an illegal. She became an American citizen over Jeb's objections. Los Angeles Times, October 21st, 1991, her interview. He has a real tenuous relationship with the truth. Don't think he had a good night.
Interesting. What about the exchange between Jeb and Trump on the casino gambling, where they're pulling up stories now that show that Jeb was actually right, that Donald, along with an Indian tribe, tried to get casino gambling in Miami and elsewhere?
Yeah, fundamentally untrue. In fact, Trump did team with a Indian casino effort under the governorship of Lawton Chiles, at the time, who was Bush's predecessor. At the time Jeb became governor, Trump ceased his efforts, and in fact, he discharged all of his lobbyists involved in that effort. So it doesn't fit the time frame.
Okay, and there was another one. What about the bankruptcy? Carly and him went at it over her tenure as CEO of Hewlett-Packard, and she pushed back with the 4 bankruptcies, and he said, everybody knows I didn't go bankrupt. Is this a technicality? I mean, did he file for bankruptcy? Did he not? You know better than me.
Trump never personally filed for bankruptcy. He did take his casino company into bankruptcy because the economy in Atlantic City bellied up. That's the kind of guy I actually want running the federal government. That's not dumb. That's smart. He saved millions of dollars for himself. I'd like somebody who could spend hundreds of millions of dollars, save hundreds of millions of dollars for the taxpayers. I think that is a cheap shot, in all honesty.
You say that Trump took a lot of incoming, and I know you described it in a word or so how you thought he did, but he probably expected as much. Do you think he's handled it well?
So far, so good. I mean, look, he has been leading the field here by more than 10 points across the board. And it's clear to me that the political establishment was going to gang up on him. I must tell you, the thing I liked absolutely best about this entire debate was Ben Carson's suit.
And you speak as a fashion editor, right, of the Daily Caller.
Exactly. I thought it was a great suit.
Okay, Brad would like to ask you a question. Brad Hirschfield, go ahead, sir.
Yes, very quick, Roger. 2 questions connected to your system of Stone's rules. If you were going to give us one of Stone's rules to make sure that Donald wins, what would it be? And conversely, one Stone's rule to see if one of the others could actually beat Trump.
Well, I guess I would have to say one of my favorite Stone's rules is if you're explaining, you're losing. And I think the Donald has to avoid being on defense, stay on offense, and he needs to put some meat on the bones of his plan to make America great. As he said tonight in the debate, he will have a tax plan, a tax reform plan in 2 weeks. I'm very anxious to see that because we've seen Jeb's plan, and I think it's half-hearted. To answer the second part of your question, I guess I would direct it to Jeb Bush, and it is this Stone's rule. The only thing worse in politics than being wrong is being boring, and Jeb is exceedingly boring.
Joe Concha has a question for you.
Hey, Roger, do you think the Democrats are hurt by the fact that they're not holding a debate until October 13th, that the Republicans have two underneath their belt already and they're getting all the media attention? Do you think it was a mistake on Debbie Wasserman Schultz's part to only have 6 debates and not have one until 2 months after the Republicans held their first?
Yeah, I really do. See, I think what it is a manifestation of the fact that they know that Hillary Clinton is exceedingly vulnerable. Yesterday, she put out a video telling female students in college who are raped that they have a right to be heard and believed. This is leading with your chin. Bill Clinton is a serial rapist. I named 13 women, at least, that he has sexually assaulted in my upcoming book, The Clintons' War on Women. Hillary, I prove in my book, is the person who hires the heavy-handed private detectives to threaten Bill's victims. Does Hillary really want to get into this subject? She is not an advocate for women. She's an abuser.
Well, interesting, Roger. We're running out of time in this segment, and I thank you. But you still talk to Donald at all? And will he be made aware? Because Hillary also called out Donald Trump by name and said she can't wait to debate him. I think he should take the offensive now on that and say, I'll debate you now for money for women's battered shelters. But does he know everything that you have in your book?
I think he is well aware of her real record, whether it is pay inequality for women in which she's a fraud, whether it is the millions of dollars she's taken from foreign regimes that oppress women, or if it is her personal record in terrorizing, intimidating, and threatening the women.
Right. Will you make sure he knows that? Will you make sure Roger, will you make sure he knows that? Will you make sure he knows that latter part?
I intend to. I'm very hopeful that he will.
Roger Stone, gotta go. Thank you for joining us. We're coming back with more, folks. Don't go away.